Lot to get to in hour number deuce here on a fun little Wednesday. And we'll ask the question, how to truly know if your coach should be fired. A lot of local angles on that. One college football team has 2 schedules.
That seems problematic.
They're lined up to play 20 games. That's going to be tough. I'm worried about the injuries. And
they're just tougher than everybody else.
And speaking of injuries, old man has ideas about modern game in a shocking development. So a lot to get to. Plus web gems in hour number 2. But the big news of the day, honestly, is the WNBA has agreed to a ratification of a collective bargaining agreement between the Players Association and the Board of Governors. Kind of a little bit last minute. We talked yesterday about this, so I'm sure they were listening to our show, Danny. You know what?
Indeed.
We're like, these guys are smart. We should figure this out. And so it should be ratified. Some details still to come out on it. And I know we're all waiting patiently to see about expansion drafts when it comes to our Portland Fire locally. But kind of akin to what you were saying yesterday, Danny, it looks like the players had to kind of take what they can get. Now, I would argue taking what they can get still got them something.
Indeed.
The average salary based on this new collective bargaining agreement will be around $500,000. Amigo, that's pretty good for a league that's not profitable yet.
No, it's 100%. And what was kind of buried in this, and this is going to sound like a backhanded compliment, and I don't mean it like that. Maybe I should find a way to say it nicer, but they wanted 26 to 28% of BRI, basketball-related income. They're going to get, on average, over the deal, 20%. That is a sizable gap.
Yeah.
I saw, was it yesterday or the day before, one of the WNBA water carrier newsbreakers, the Adam Schefter types for the WNBA. She works for ESPN. I can never remember her name. But anyway, she was like, one of the sticking points right now is the basketball-related income. I'm like, that's not a sticking point. That's the crux of the entire agreement.
I believe everything about this agreement was money,
like
money, and money. Like a little bit of treatment, private, flying private instead of commercial.
A sticking point is travel. A sticking point is, in the NBA, we want to be able to smoke weed and not get drug tested for it. Like, that's a sticking point.
A sticking point is not what my value is.
It's not the structure of the entire thing.
You know, my wife gets mad at me sometimes because I just don't respect her authority in the house. That's not a little mad at you.
No.
That is an issue with your relationship.
Yeah,
yes.
dog. And so when I saw that, I'm like, okay, they're trying to navigate this through the media because it's nowhere close. So, everybody's like, well, 6 or 7% is not that much. Brother, that is a, 40% decrease in what you wanted?
Yeah, a 6 or 7% increase in my salary would be really nice.
Yeah.
Would be really nice. Not a sticking point. Really nice. And I think all listeners out there would agree. Whether you make $45,000 a year or you make $145,000 a year, that's a good chunk. Especially like for me, I pay 9% living in Washington.
And it's the difference between gross and net. So getting 20% of gross versus 27 or 28% of gross is sizable.
Sure.
Sizable. Now again, this is where I found myself in this always. Take the freaking win.
Yep.
And they did.
They did.
It's weird how all of a sudden a deal came together when the owners went, yeah, the number we told you is the number you're going to get.
Well, and I'm a lot of kudos to both sides on this for figuring it out, because this is the fear I have with baseball. Is baseball's in a really good spot right now, and this could derail their momentum. The WNBA is in a good spot right now. Women's basketball, period, is in a very good spot right now. Look at us locally, the Oregon State women. That's a good program down there. And women's college basketball on a whole is in the best spot it's ever been. The WNBA has superstars on the East Coast, the West Coast, you name it. Black, white, any type of walk of life. The women's basketball is in a great spot. And a labor dispute that would create a work stoppage.
It would have crippled. It would have crippled everything.
It would crush it. And you're using that momentum and continue to use that momentum to build your sport, because this league is very similar to the MLS in a sense of like, look, the play's getting better, stars are being more marketable, big names are coming, but there's still a lot of work to go.
And what ended up happening?
And don't disrupt it. Keep the train moving. Get what you need. Don't just concede. Don't get walked over. But take what you can get and continue to go.
Get walked over until you actually have ground to stand on. For all of the league is better and all the product is better and people are caring, yes, that's true. But you got in your own bubble and you got a little too high on your own supply. There were a bunch of the
That's why I only sell meth, because I don't do meth.
See, exactly.
I can't sell 2.1 pounds of weed.
Nope, it's tough. But a bunch of the women who played in Unrivaled were like, we're just going to go to Unrivaled, and if the WNBA strikes, we're just going to keep this going.
Look, I think 3-on-3 basketball is cool. I've watched a little women's Unrivaled.
But you know what
that
happened?
ain't going to do it.
You know what happened? Their TV numbers have gone down drastically.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like-
I mean, we see this in the USFL. When the USFL shows up, it's like the opening weekend. They've never hit bigger numbers than they ever have.
And gone.
And then it's gone.
It's like it's a
Because people
novelty.
are dying for that so badly that they'll check it out and then they go, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've enjoyed 3-on-3. The women's is cooler than the men's because it's contemporary players, not old washouts.
Yeah.
Or Hall of Famers that, not Baron Davis at 50.
Big three, yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of thing. So
But-
that is enjoyable. But again,
But what you do is
I'm watching Sabrina for like a quarter and then I'm out.
they thought they had leverage.
I know.
And it was like, well, we're doing this. I've referenced this clip before. There's I can't remember her name, but the All-Star game is in Chicago, and they're out on the town, and they're trying to get in the club, and there's a bouncer sitting outside with a rope, and it's like 5 or 6 WNBA players, and he looks at them, and he doesn't really give them any mind. Then a couple of women come by who, I would say, match the atmosphere of the club. The rope opens up.
A little different talent.
Oh, yeah, exactly. The talent scale was different. They are let into the club, and one of the players goes, whoa, 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 whoa. We're part of the W. We're here for the W. And the bouncer looks at him like, what? I have no idea what you're talking about. Like, it doesn't matter. And I'm not saying that to besmirch the league, but it's a reference point of like where things are actually at in society. When you're in that bubble, you're sitting there thinking, oh yeah, no, it's great, it's huge, everything's awesome, everybody knows who we are, it's growing so much. It's like, it's to your point, it's very similar to MLS. Leo Messi can walk around the city of Miami and not be recognized.
I don't think that's true.
He has said that.
Oh, really?
He can go to a grocery store and he can't do that in Spain.
No.
He can't leave
do it in Argentina.
Can't leave his house.
I don't even know if he could do it in South America, period.
That's the thing. He can't leave his house. But as big as Leo Messi is as a star, one of the biggest global stars on
City
the
of
planet.
Miami probably helps that a lot too.
But even then, even in Miami, that has a lot of South American influence.
Yeah.
He has said, like, it's nice. I can go to the grocery store.
Diego Chara has been in this town for almost 20 years, and he can probably do the same.
Yes, but that's the idea of what you are versus what you are in reality. They're two very separate things, and this deal signifies growth, but also I don't want to use this word lightly. There's some humility in it of like, we're betting on ourselves, but also we get it.
I also think it's tough because I think, something that I'm a huge proponent of is women's rights and stuff like that. I think that's part of what they're fighting for, is that recognition of them as being professional athletes. The problem is American capitalism and business doesn't work that way. It's about dollars and cents.
Yeah, do you show up?
Yeah.
And here's the thing.
Our butts in the seat.
I'll flip it over. I believe the women's U.S. soccer team should make more than the men's.
They're better.
What exactly?
They put more butts in the seats.
Like, if you put butts in seats, if you were marketable, if you were the thing, like, how many sponsors does Alex Morgan have?
I see her more on my TV than I see Christian Pulisic, Captain America.
Maybe more than any men's soccer player.
Yeah.
Ever. Like,
I mean, I don't own player jerseys of USA anymore because of what club affiliation might be. The Clint Dempsey story.
Sure.
But if I were to buy a player jersey, I want a Julie Ertz or an Abby Wambach because we're birthday buddies.
there you go.
And I just named 2 women's players instead of men's players. And I love Tyler Adams. Big Tyler Adams guy.
Sure.
Aronson, I love him as well.
But like the whole idea of like when they were,
But I'd rather have a Julie Ertz or a Abby Wambach jersey.
sure. But it's one of those things where it's like, everyone's like, oh, it's because they're women. I'm like, no, it's because they're not performing at the
Or
same
Rose.
level.
I like Rose a lot.
But you know what I mean? It's like the WNBA side of things. Good, you're getting your money. It's going up. It went up. Your average salary is going to go up. 4 times. That's not a small victory. That's a real change.
Ooh, my next jersey is going to be Rodman. She went to
Oh, there you go,
Wazoo.
Trinity. There you go.
Go Cougs.
But like that part of it, like that's a win. Your travel is going to be better. Your baseline is going to be better, and your top end is going to be better.
Right.
Now you're still not on par with the best players in college basketball, but
Right.
make your money while you're in college.
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother thing. Definitely make your money while you're in college. Yeah, because especially in that sport, you might be taking a pay cut.
No, you are.
Yeah.
If
Caitlin took a pay cut.
if Caitlin
Angel took a pay cut.
Juju's going to take a pay cut.
Juju's going to take a pay cut.
Like that's the reality.
If Sabrina were in modern college basketball, she would take a pay cut.
Especially coming out of Oregon.
All right, let's get into hour number 2. Something locally, whether you're Oregon State, basketball, MLS, soccer, Timbers, etc. How to truly know if your coach should be fired. Plus some other football nuggies in hour number 2. That's Danny. I'm Patrick. 105.1 The Fan.
Spring weather is unpredictable.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, we are just days away from the first games of the 2026 March Madness bracket. Yesterday, we got the first games of the first 4 as Howard and Texas both advanced to the tourney. Today, Miami of Ohio will take on SMU to see who will become the 11th seed out of the Midwest bracket. And over in the South, Lehigh will take on the Panthers of Prairie View A&M at 3:40 to decide who will take on Florida in the first round of the men's tournament. Venezuela defeated Team USA 3-2 in the World Baseball Classic Championships. Eugenio Suarez with the go-ahead RBI double, which sealed the deal for Venezuela, marking their first World Baseball Classic Championship in team history. Some more baseball news for you as Shohei Ohtani is set to make his spring training pitching debut as Los Angeles will face off against the San Francisco Giants today at 1 o'clock. Ohtani has not pitched in a game since he underwent surgery to repair a labrum tear in his left shoulder that he injured during Game 2 of the 2024 World Series. And finally, some NFL news for you as the Indianapolis Colts have signed veteran free agent cornerback Cameron Taylor-Britt. Taylor-Britt spent his last 4 years in Cincinnati, starting 40 games, tallying 7 interceptions and 38 pass deflections for the Bengals. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Casey Smith from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
Your home for the Oregon Ducks, the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
All right, hour number deuce here. If you're missing the first hour, you can download that, the Fan Podcast, 1051thefan.com, the Odyssey app, wherever you get your podcasts, over on the YouTubes. If you missed the Sunrise guys this morning, I guess Swag needed a hug, and he got a hug from Brandon on the air. If you missed that, you can go back, check that out on YouTube, the Odyssey app. Rewind, fast forward, except for in the future, because that is impossible. Guess what, guys? Fan Madness is back. Join the Fan tomorrow and Friday, March 19th and 20th, 2 most exciting days of basketball. We'll be at Tom's Watch Bar at A Casino Resort in Ridgefield. My plan is to get there tomorrow about 8:30 because I got to place some bets in for the day, at least my initial bets, which I'll need your help with when we get to the nooner.
I'll tell you right now, you change your Louisville pick.
Right? I know, I saw that. It was actually trending that way to begin with, and then when he went out, that was going to be tough. Dirt and Sprague, this fine show, happy hour with Luke Anderson, and prime time with Isaac and Suk. We'll all be partying up there, broadcasting live throughout the day. We'd love to thank our wonderful friends at A. Window Nation, George McCoy at Warren Allen, attorneys at law, Cricket Wireless, and video only. Again, that's tomorrow, March 19th and 20th at A. Casino and Resort. I'm staying the night, too.
Gonna be fun.
Gonna get a little wild out there. You might see me at a table.
Oh, it reminds me. I didn't get my dinner reservation. Thank
I
you.
already know how this is going to go down. I'm going to stay up way too late with Jason Sukanik, and we're going to get wild. And I'm here for it.
There you go.
I'm here for it. Maybe, I'll have to run this by him first, but should I talk trash and then stand behind the giant man?
There you go. That's the way to do it.
I don't think Jason is going to support that at all. I think Jason's going to step to the side and let me get my ass whooped.
I mean, he enjoys watching those.
I would never do that to you, Jason. I would never do that. That's a joke.
How does this go?
I would never do that to you, my man. I would never do that to you. So come hang out with us. It's going to be fantastic. It'll be great. Coming up this hour, there's a lot to get to. We'll get to some football nuggets here. One team's got 2 schedules right now, which is kind of wild, and an old man yelling about new players and why they're soft, plus a Web Gems. But I've been thinking about this, Danny, and we've talked about this the last few days kind of off the air and prepping up, and I'm curious your takes on it. Whether you're Wayne Tinkle, whether you're Trent Bray, the kind of lowest of the lows of Oregon men's basketball this year with Dana Altman. Look, there's no beating around the bush. The first 4 games of the Timbers season has been really, really rough. And there is a lot of...
The last 3 have been really rough.
Fair point.
Game 1? Hey!
Yeah, hey, and fair point. If you go on the internet, in my world, in my timeline, there is a lot of heat coming after Phil Neville right now.
Well, it's pretty easy to say that when you went, and I think actually the first game, looking the way that it did with Bassett,
was the worst possible.
That was like, this is what it could be.
Right.
And what it has been for the past 3 weeks is kicking puppies.
And there's always a ton of stuff that factors into this. Attrition, road, strength of schedule. And I'm not just talking about Timbers per se, but it's everybody, you know. The WCC put 3 teams in the tournament this year. Got 3 bids. They're automatic, which was GU, and then 2 at large in Santa Clara and St. Mary's. That was a good conference this year compared to what it normally is of just 2 teams. Usually there's a third, but Santa Clara is a good team. In fact, I might even take them to win this weekend. But that's when the thought is, look, I think Scott Barnes really missed it aesthetically about firing Wayne Tinkle before the end of the season. Like, you have the conference tournament. Dude, you got like 2 games left. Who cares? I think Oregon is right to not be firing Dana Altman right now. Neville's driving me crazy in the Timbers, but I don't know if firing is the right move. So I ask you, Danny, if Chauncey's still here and this team underperforms, Denny doesn't break out, Shaden gets hurt, Scoot's out for a long time, this team wins 30 games. Do you know if it's time to fire Chauncey? And is it time to fire him at the midseason, or do you wait till the end of the year? When you are around your games, and I'll advance around my games, how do you know when it's time to fire a coach?
I mean, I've been on the beat when it's been pretty close a couple different times. Terry Stotts in the was it 17-18 season? There was that 18 or was that 18? No, it was 18-19. They went on a road trip and they went down to Miami and Orlando, New York, Cleveland, Detroit, I think is what it was. Evan Turner may or may not have had a birthday in Miami that led to an absolute ass whooping in Miami that led the next night.
Boom.
And then that matriculated over to the Orlando game.
Chicken and beer in the Red Sox cost 3 guys getting traded, and Terry Francona
And look,
quit.
this happens. Like,
Sure.
For those that don't know, when guys, shockingly, when guys go to Miami and LA, go look at the home records for Miami and Los Angeles and Houston on Friday nights and Saturday nights.
I know. I was so surprised when you told me that everybody hates New Orleans, because I would put New Orleans in that too. Like, oh, New Orleans is a party city, but you changed that opinion.
They don't. Guys don't like New Orleans in general. Which I get it. I mean, I don't like New Orleans, but I would imagine, if you're a young black millionaire, you probably like New Orleans. But also, it's just
I think Zion likes New
yeah.
Orleans.
I mean, I'll just say it. If you like it and dirty, then New Orleans is your town.
Get dirty.
But New Orleans is nasty. Like, it genuinely is. It can be fun, but it's nasty. But no, that trip, it spilled out over into Miami, Orlando, and then I think they went to New York for Game 3, if I remember right. It was either Game 3 or Game 4 of that trip. Zach Collins turned 21 the night before.
Bing, ding, 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 ding.
You can still go out there and find it, I believe. Brooke Olzendam interviewed Zach Collins. It was an early tip. I want to say it was like a noon or 1 tip here. And you can smell the alcohol on Zach Collins through the TV. It's his 21st birthday.
He's from Vegas, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's his 21st birthday in New York
I would love
with millions of dollars in teammates that were probably encouraging him.
I would love to go back to my 21st and do it in New York City instead of Pullman, Washington.
As a millionaire
That
with a
would've been
bunch of
rad.
other guys that probably...
Are bigger millionaires?
Yeah.
That'd have been nice.
So, as you would expect, they got their teeth kicked in.
Mm-hmm.
And word started to circulate that Terry's getting fired. Like, it was because it wasn't just that they lost. It was that they were getting embarrassed and they looked like crap.
Lack of effort, everything. It's like that Varsity Blues moment after they leave the strip club.
Yeah, that's exactly what
Yeah.
it was. Which is kind of funny. It's like, that's almost exactly what it was. So anytime like, well, the team's starting really poor. They're playing the Knicks. Like, yeah, dog, they're in New York. They had 2 days off. Young millionaires went like, that coach needs to really... Okay, go tell Phil Jackson that. He had to go pull Rodman off of a bender. He had to go pull Jordan out of Vegas. Yeah, dude, it happens. This is what I always say. Don't meet your heroes. Like, it's a lot worse than you think in that regard. But word starts circulating. If they lose in Cleveland, he's getting fired. Like, it's that bad. And they got their S together, and I think they won the next 2 games. But it was like, that was as close as it got, I think, with Terry until he finally did get fired. You don't typically see coaches in the NBA get fired mid-season unless, you're Adrian Griffin.
Mike Malone.
Like,
You've severed
it
the
has
ties.
to be so bad. Like, in Milwaukee, what he did to Terry Stotts was nasty.
Very nasty.
The players were like, nah, dog, this ain't it. David Blatt, nobody ever respected him. He was as good a coach as he was. LeBron's like, nah, this ain't it. Like, it has to cross a line. That's what has to happen for you to get fired. Like, Michael Malone and Calvin Booth hated each other's guts. And ownership said, you're both gone. See
How
ya.
about that?
Like,
Yeah, I feel really bad. I got to shout out Brandon Sprague. He's still mad at me to this day. I helped him pick a Premier League team, and they're on their 4th coach this season. Now, soccer can be very similar to hockey, where it can be a little bit of a rotating door real quickly.
There's no safer, there's no less safe jobs in sports as a manager than hockey and soccer.
However, the MLS, for example, they don't really do that. They don't usually do it very often.
Money. That's what it feels like.
I'm not sure what the reason is. Orlando just fired their coach 2 weeks ago, so it does happen still. Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out, and mostly to wrap my brain around this Timbers situation, because Neville's under a lot of fire right now.
He said it as much coming into the season.
Very much so. He realizes the pressure is on him
in the next
to result.
5 weeks, they've got a gauntlet.
And I am not a water carrier for the Timbers, okay? I don't work for them.
If they win any of these games, it's going to be a surprise, legitimately.
But what I will say is there are some aspects. There is attrition. Cole's been out for 2 weeks now. Anthony was out last week. You got new guys coming in, DaCosta finally came back. There are things like that do change. But it's getting very, very loud. Now, is a fan base loud enough to get somebody fired?
Yes, that's possible.
Is it?
It's possible.
Okay. Now to use Neville as an example, I've always heard that Neville and Merritt have a really good relationship. Merritt Paulson being the owner.
It gets to a certain point. Remember Trent Bray and old Scott Barnes had a good relationship. We're not going to fire.
Scotty was ready to keep him.
Later.
Yeah. And that was handled poorly. Trent Bray should have been fired weeks before he got the vote of confidence. To where the other
Something
half
has to happen.
Wayne Tinkle, I think he just finishes out the season and then you let him go.
Yeah, why do that? Just, I guess, so you can make your hire sooner. And that's the other part of this. If you're going to fire somebody, you better have a replacement.
That is true.
Better have a replacement.
Got to have a plan. And Joyner might be the right plan.
Sure.
Maybe that's why. And if that's why Tinkle got fired, because they
had to make
identified they wanted Joyner, and they were afraid that once the tournament started, Joyner would go to somewhere else. That I understand. Jamarcus Shepard might be the same thing. And if that's the case, I'll give Scott Barnes credit on that. That's the other thing. And that's the conversation in the MLS. This year is a strange situation. Orlando City's going to get away with it because when the international break starts, there's another preseason in mid-season. So you're going to have the opportunity in a transfer window post-World Cup to rebuild that. And you have that to where firing a coach in the middle of the season is really tough. Look, in baseball, when a guy gets fired in the middle of the season, his bench coach takes over. Very rarely does a new guy from outside come in. Again, I don't know. I don't know the answer to this, but I'm curious because we've just seen so much of it locally. Should Dana Altman get fired? I don't think so. I do. But what's going on? It doesn't look good.
It's not because he's not a good coach. It's because I don't think he's...
Time maybe's up.
Yeah. I think the era of basketball has... I don't want to say passed him up. I just don't think he's this era.
Like I say about Kay and Roy Will.
I think
like they're just, I'm out.
Yeah.
Jay Wright was about to put himself on the Mount Rushmore of college basketball.
I think he is.
He might already be. And
but
he was like,
would've
I got 2 titles.
Yeah.
I'm out. Because I don't want to do that.
No.
To where Cal and Patino are like, let's go, baby.
They think, gloves are off? Let's go.
Oh, what's one of the most trendy picks I've seen? Arkansas in a Final Four, and they're a 4 seed. Shocking. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, exactly. Some coaches are built for it and some aren't.
Darius Acuff.
Come on down, buddy. Come on down. You going to play 20 football games next season in college football? That's going to be real tough. We'll go there next. 105.1 The Fan.
The Fan.
now.
This team is in kind of big trouble here, Danny. I don't know. The war of attrition in college football is pretty wild. What can you do now if let's say you don't get a bye, but you're undefeated. So let's say you're the group of 5, group of 6.
Mm-hmm.
You go undefeated, but you don't get a bye, and you win a natty. What's the most you can get? 14-0? Indiana finished the year 13-0 on a bye. Conference championship adds a game.
And then they ended up 16-0.
They ended up 16-0. Mm-hmm. I don't know if Louisiana Tech here is going to go 20-0.
Oh, yeah?
That's going to be real tough, especially when you have to play the game at the same time.
Oh, yeah? Just lining them up back-to-back same day, like just an AAU tournament?
If you are not familiar, Louisiana Tech is in a conference realignment situation here between Conference USA and the Sun Belt. They're not quite sure where they're going to play next year. And, well, Conference USA and the Sun Belt have released their schedules, and La Tech's on both of them. I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know,
Seems like maybe you should, I don't know, have that sorted out before we get to the summer.
I get it. Both.
Which, again, not that far away.
No.
Okay, we're at the end of March.
Correct.
What's after March? April?
April.
What's after April?
May.
Okay, and then you're where?
June. I mean, spring practice is already going down.
Yeah.
Oregon just had theirs.
Yeah. Spring
game. Dylan Raiola.
Spring games are in like a month.
La Tech is trying to leave Conference USA. It's been there since 2013. They want to go to the Sun Belt no later than July 1st of 2027. Let's see. Marshall, Old Dominion, Southern Miss already left in 2022. They paid Conference USA $1.75 million to leave. I understand if you are Conference USA wanting to kind of say, look, dude, you haven't left yet. Mm-hmm. You haven't crossed the T's and dotted the I's. We have to make a schedule and you're in on it. I don't know who's more egregious or arrogant in this situation. Conference USA for saying, look, man, the rules are the rules and you're still with us. Or the Sun Belt going, come on down, we're ready to have you and here's the schedule. Because someone's going to lose this.
Yes.
Someone's going to lose this, and it's going to really rock a conference. Look, we're seeing in the Pac-12 right now where you have this spin the dice best matchup at the end of the season in your schedule. Having I don't know who my last opponent on my schedule is a wild situation. The fact that these two conferences are playing chicken in oncoming traffic, like who's going to swerve first, it's a dangerous place to be.
It is, and I just when I look at this, the only thing I can think of is not necessarily to the victor go the spoils, but in a sense that, because Conference USA, I understand it. And this is going back to our guy at the American Conference.
Pernetti.
Pernetti's I love his outlook and his view on everything. You want to leave?
Go.
Player, coach, team, appreciate your time here. Best of luck with wherever you're going. Because you know what you do? You just cut it off. You know what I mean? It's like, I'll make a disgusting war analogy here. You get the arm blown off.
Cut it off.
Just cut it off, dog. Don't stop trying to save it.
Find the most sensible place to call it a day.
And it's just, it's one of those things where it's like doing that is going to save your life.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, Conference USA, if they're pulled away, what's more meaningful is if La Tech is there for one more year, or that they plan for them to already be gone. Because if they leave late, what do you have to do?
Scramble.
You just scramble, and what does that cost you? What does that cost you to get out of buyouts? What does that cost you to change travel? What does that cost you to try to find some other team? What does that cost you an opportunity of what you could have already done and maybe gotten better paydays? Maybe your early season games now are somebody else that, instead of going to, I don't know, to LSU, or not to LSU, to I'm trying to think of another Louisiana school. I'm just like,
Funny enough, La Tech has LSU on the schedule.
I know, I'm saying, but let's say they didn't, and you have Lafayette on there. Well, now if you ever had the option to go get LSU and go be their bludgeoning tool to start the season, and you could have gone there and got $1.2 million to get your butt kicked, and now you're getting paid $200,000 to go somewhere else. Yeah. You know what I mean? Those are the kind of things when you're talking about a conference that's getting $1.75 million to buy out. Don't tell me that 1.2 million wouldn't mean a lot more to you because of some sort of like arrogance about it, some entitlement about it. I understand contracts are contracts and all those kind of things. We saw this with the quarterback up at UW. Like the whole idea of like,
Damon
Williams wants the better opportunity, and they're like, no, we're going to enforce this. It's like, yeah, but is that going to be good for you, Huskies? You got a quarterback that doesn't want to be there?
Right.
When
we talked about it, I was kind of like, let him go. And I know I sound biased because, I have my ingrained hatred. But, dude, I want to beat the Huskies when they're good.
Yeah.
I don't want to beat the Huskies when they're dysfunctional. I mean, I like it. I still get my rocks off. But when a team is dysfunctional and you beat them, it's just like, well, yeah, they're an S show.
Yeah, like here, perfect example.
Talking about Alabama in the tournament. Like
your point guard is in jail because he had 2.1 pounds of weed and he says it was for smoking.
Yeah,
bro,
I don't want to beat Nate Oates that way. I want to beat Nate Oates in a Final Four because my team's better than him.
Like, I'll use another example in the quarterback world here. My team. Again, my bias is particularly with this. Jaden Maama comes back. Houston Longstreet's one of the top recruits in the country.
He's gone.
He's gone.
Where'd he go?
I'm not mad about it. Go. Georgia.
Oh, wow.
He went to one of the SEC schools, if I remember right. But it's one of those things where I'm just like, yeah, dog, I get it. But it's like, why go, hey, you signed that contract. It's like, you want a guy pissed off on your team?
Yeah.
It's like, you want a team in your conference that's pissed off to be there?
No.
Like, how helpful is that to you?
No, it's not. And if you don't think, and as far as Conference USA and the Sun Belt go, maybe this is probably why they're in a standoff. Because let's not lie here, okay? We sit here and rank conferences in the Power Four all the time, right? It's probably SEC 1, Big Ten right behind them. You could probably make arguments to flip that however you want to see it. And then you're looking at what? Probably the Big 12 and then the ACC in the ranking. If you don't think there's a pecking order in the G6, you're out of your mind. It's the American, Pac-12, and Mountain West.
Yeah.
Okay? James Madison out of the Sun Belt, they might go undefeated and get into the college football playoff. Conference-wise, and we'll see about the Mountain West after they've been pillaged, and we'll see about the Pac-12. The American is probably number one.
The American
right
is
now.
number one. It's
They're
not
definitely
close.
number one right now. They had two teams almost make the playoffs in North Texas and Memphis last year. They've got some nice representatives in college tournament
And
this
you also
year.
have USF and Tulane.
Yes, and
you're good.
You're in a good spot, but there is a pecking order there, and Conference USA and Sun Belt are probably in the crash collision on I-5, playing chicken with each other because they need to assert their dominance too and make sure that they aren't at the bottom. Look, everybody loves Maction on a Tuesday. Nobody cares about the MAC. Nobody cares about the MVC. Look, if I'm going to watch non-Power 4 football and it's not my Cougs, I'm probably going American or Mountain West. I don't know if James Madison versus La Tech has my juices going. I don't think at all. So that's probably why they sit here and fight, because to go back to your example of Pernetti, he said to me, I don't consider us G5, Power 4 or anything. We're just going to go out and play football.
We're going to be the best we can be.
And I think Conference USA and Sun Belt have to start looking at that too. Like, we can't get left behind here.
Yeah,
Pac-12 has to have a strong opening year.
There were some things that he told us off air.
Yes.
About other conferences.
Yes, including mine.
And it was like, whoa, okay.
The Pac-12 has to have a strong showing this year. They have to. I'm not saying put somebody in the tournament. That's not what I'm saying. But Boise State's got to be in the question. I think Wazoo has an outside chance to be in the question. Not the solution, but the question. It's got to show it has some teeth. Otherwise, nobody cares. How many Sun Belt teams can you name?
None.
James Madison.
Madison,
And now La Tech, if they go to the Sun Belt. So it's like, I don't want to be that conference.
It feels like a revolving door of
And I don't think Conference USA wants to be that conference either. You want to... I want to be the Pac-12 where, right, they've got Wazoo, Oregon State, Boise State, and San Diego State, right? And you're like, yeah, they've also got Colorado State and Fresno, and you can fill in the blanks, but I don't want people going, who's in that conference? Like, dude, we sit here, and as I said before, we laugh about Maction. Dude, I don't know who's in the MAC.
Or the MEAC.
Or the MEAC. Dude, I'll remember when it comes around. When I see the game on tonight, I'll be like, oh, right, those guys are in the MAC. But right now, it's so not on my
Quick,
brain.
name a Big East football team.
UConn. Did I nail it?
Congratulations.
Yes.
That was who I was going to say.
Are they also the only Big East football team?
Tough place to be.
Hey, man, that wide receiver was pretty good last year.
He was.
Jim Mora landed a good job
There you
because
go.
of it. Coming to my conference. Boy, I can't wait to hate on Jim Mora Jr. again.
Yeah, when we had Jim Morris sitting next to us at Army Navy.
It freaked me out.
Yeah.
I was like,
He was talking about his son about.
No, that was Neuheisel.
Oh, so it was Neuheisel,
That was
not Moore,
Neuheisel.
yeah.
New Weasel,
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm out on.
That's right.
If New Weasel's listening to this program and he says, I hate you guys, I'm never coming, I'm good with that.
You okay with that?
I'm okay with
Nah,
that.
That's fine.
New Weasel. Speaking of brackets, coach is getting fired. You bring up Rick Neuheisel. When we come back, old man yells at clouds about how kids these days aren't tough enough. We'll go there next, but Casey with sports.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This sports update is brought to you by Reynolds Defense Firm. If you've been arrested for a DUI, you need a team of attorneys that you can put your trust into. Call Reynolds Defense Firm today, online at reynoldsdefensefirm.com. First on the Fan, we are just days away from the first games of the 2026 March Madness bracket. Yesterday, we got the first games of the first four as Howard and Texas both advanced to the tourney. Today, Miami of Ohio will take on SMU to see who will become the 11th seed out of the Midwest bracket. And over in the South, Lehigh will take on the Panthers of Prairie View A&M at 3:40 to decide who will take on Florida in the first round of the men's tournament. Venezuela defeated Team USA 3-2 in the World Baseball Classic Championships last night. Eugenio Suarez with the go-ahead RBI double sealed the deal for Venezuela, marking their first World Baseball Classic Championship in team history. Some more baseball news for you as Shohei Ohtani is set to make his spring training pitching debut as Los Angeles will face off against the San Francisco Giants today at 1 o'clock. Ohtani has not pitched in a game since he underwent surgery to repair a labrum tear in his left shoulder that he injured in Game 2 of the 2024 World Series. Finally, some NFL news for you as the Indianapolis Colts have signed veteran free agent cornerback Cameron Taylor-Britt. Taylor-Britt spent his last 4 years in Cincinnati, starting 40 games, tallying 7 interceptions and 38 pass deflections. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Casey Smith from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Recruiting with Andrew Nemec, Thursday evenings at 7.
Coming up next, we'll get into some web gems. This American hero wants his stuff back. I think I'm going to side with him.
Oh?
I think I'm going to side with him. Currently watching this insane Barcelona-Newcastle game right now.
Gotta love stoppage time of +3 at halftime, and you're 6 minutes into it.
Yeah, VAR, and Yamal's going to bury this and make it 3-2 at half. Just crazy, guys. Defense optional.
Yamal or Rafinha?
I thought it was Rafinha, but Yamal's up. Because I said it was going to be Yamal, and then Rafinha had the ball, and Yamal buries it. And Rafinha had the ball, so I thought he was going to take it instead. I thought you'd give it to the kid.
Meh.
Aaron Ramsdale having a hell of a first half. Good luck, buddy.
Have fun.
Have fun. Have fun. Old man yelling at clouds. It's always funny. Look, I can very much be old man yelling at clouds, but I also just sometimes like my sports to be the way they used to be. However, I love when old guys who played love to talk about modern guys being soft. You know, like in basketball. Oh, in the 90s, Bill Laimbeer used to shove me around, and now Alex Caruso hits you with a shoe.
I mean,
I do kind of like it because it's like old man strength. It's like your grandpa. When your grandpa says things that are kind of not mildly but definitely racist, you're like, well, grandpa's not racist. He just grew up in a different time. It's like, no, grandpa's racist. That's how that goes.
it's a sliding scale.
Yeah, there's no qualifiers for this.
But here's the thing. In the NFL, though, they're right.
I think they
Guys
are.
used to hand out CTE like Skittles.
I think they are right. And while on the Rodeo Time podcast, Troy Aikman believes that one of the biggest problems for players' injuries in the NFL is that they aren't taxed. Quote, they aren't taxed as they were, meaning you didn't have two-a-days, training camp was not hitting, and so that's where you get soft tissue and stuff like that. I think there is a spot in this where he's right, that he says, quote, I think they only wear pads 1 day a week or one time a day, and they have a walkthrough, and then after, I don't know how it all reads, but it's pretty player-friendly and favorable. And look, NFL's never been more safe than it is. And
It's not, but it's never been more safe than it is.
And if you want to talk about Steve McNair or Junior Seau, whichever one you want to talk about, those guys aren't on this planet anymore due to self-inflicted situations. And their brains have shown, along with others, that there's a serious toll to be playing football. So it's a little catch-22, but I also think that that's kind of reality sometimes when you look at soft tissue injuries. For sure, it's like you got to be able to go. And you got to start training to go. Otherwise, you are going to hurt yourself.
So there's no bigger lab test facility in the world than the U.S. military. And
You don't say.
so, again, this is speaking from my experience. There were times where I would have upwards of 85 pounds of gear. And in my career field, in the career fields adjacent to mine, if you made it to 30 years old without a back or neck surgery, you were in this staggering minority. They have changed things to where they're trying to, at most, have you at 65 pounds.
Because 85 is too much.
It's just too much. And don't get me wrong, sometimes luck of the draw, you've got a 240 Bravo, you've got a 249, or, the new platforms, like, you got to carry an extra can of 150 rounds of 7.62. Have fun, bud. It's like, oh, cool.
Go with God, buddy.
That's awesome. I wanted to have that on my back. But it's like, okay, I'm already carrying 2 MA2 fragmentation grenades. I'm already carrying 6 additional mags. I'm already carrying, 112 radio system. I'm already carrying all of this other stuff. Oh, it's 104 degrees. It's like, I want to die.
Yeah.
But they have found that the wear and tear of that was too much. And they all of the injuries and all the charting and all the stuff that comes out of this is that sometimes the mission has to change and you do have to operate outside the norms. But for the most part, it's let's be a little bit lighter, not strip it all the way down. Now, for some missions, when you're talking about hit and run missions, yeah, you're stripped down to nothing, and it's very minimal because you need to move. But they have decades of data to support this stuff, and what they will never do is strip it down to especially when you're training, is stripping down lighter.
Yeah.
We don't, when you're talking about going through qualifications, whether it's through Green Berets, SEAL School, like you're going through BUDS or something along those lines, Green School. You're not carrying the boats for 6 months. It's 2 weeks. It's 2 weeks of carrying boats. It's 2 weeks of carrying logs. It's 2 weeks of ruck marches. It's 2 weeks of hell. that's to break you. And everybody breaks eventually. It's just how long can you go? And then how well do you do within your team? Which is a lot like training camp. Like that, we had a hell week in football in high school.
I did it my freshman year. I only did football my freshman year. It was brutal.
And it was always seemingly the hottest week of the year in August.
And I'm like 5 foot nothing. Mm-hmm. Not an athletic juice in my body.
And at Beaverton, we wore all black.
Yeah,
so
I went to Hudson's Bay. We wore black.
So it was one of those things like, awesome. I really wish we wore white.
And they got that like PVC pipe with a tiny hole spitting water out. That's just like misting your face when you need a drink of water.
Back in the day, you were weak for drinking water.
That's true.
So we've evolved past that.
Being sick is a choice.
Yeah, a lot of those things. But again, we've to Eggman's,
nut up or shut up.
To Eggman's point, like, yeah, they were tougher. They were also dumber too.
That's true.
But there is a quote-unquote softness to this, especially when you talk about the training aspect of it, how much it's been dialed back. I think you could probably ratchet it up a little bit. I would like to see the evidence that supports that only being in pads once a week, like, or for one session. I feel like that's probably a little light, but it's also, when you're talking about, millions of dollars, I also get the hesitancy to do that.
I'd be curious in the CTE numbers, are they down because of equipment? Or are they down because of lighter practice? You see what I mean?
I think they're down because of the biggest change
rules.
Is rules and form tackling.
And if the rules and form tackling are the reason for CTE concussions,
Brian Dawkins isn't playing football anymore. That's why CTE is down.
Merton Hanks ain't out there rocking people's world.
They changed the rules after guys like Ryan Clark, Troy Polamalu, Brian Dawkins, Darren Sharper.
Ed Reed.
Ed Reed,
John
they
Lynch.
came around.
Yeah, the absolute headhunters. And I don't mean that in a negative, like pejorative manner.
Dude, your Raiders in the 70s are famous for it.
Brother, I had a cornerback who had rebar taped to his forearm.
So messed
Shout out Cliff Branch.
That's what I would wonder. I'd be curious, are the CTE numbers down due to the rules, form tackling, equipment?
It's
how
all
much
of
of
the
it
things.
is correlated to restrictive practicing?
I don't think it's going down that much because of practice.
I bet a lot of it's starting to get position-based.
Yeah,
definitely. And if it's not going down for practice, then maybe you're right. Maybe there is room to ratchet that up a little bit.
And it's
you don't got to go 11 on 11 full blow.
No,
you don't got to do that.
And who was Troy Aikman's leading receiver?
Michael Irvin.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of full blow.
Yeah.
Nice. I like what you did there.
But yeah, no, I
Jay
think,
Novacek hit people. Moose Johnston hit people.
Yeah, and
Emmett took hits.
On the military side of things, we operate when we practice. We don't practice slow.
I don't know how you practice slow in the military.
No, and that's the whole point. It's like you have to go at full speed because if you're going to go
I don't know how you practice sports not at full speed.
And to be honest, we go faster. We go faster in our practice so that when we operate, it's smoother, it's better, it's more controlled.
Well, and the speed can change anything. You talk about Chris Murray all the time and how in practice he don't miss. But in the game, the speed gets him. Mentally, not physically, mentally. So I am always a firm believer of trying to practice. That's why I never understood batting practice. Well, it's not that I don't understand it. It's like batting practice should get your mechanics correct. But it's not live pitching.
No.
So you should just be working on your mechanics, not actually, I don't know. I think I'm going down a rabbit hole here of incorrect theories. I appreciate somebody like Troy. I think Troy is massively respected in the community. I like him on TV. That counts for something, I guess.
Sure.
Is he old man yelling at the clouds?
No, I don't think so. But then again, I'm old.
Yeah.
Part of me thinks
I hate realizing that.
He is yelling at the clouds just a little bit.
And he's young.
Because he's also around the generation of dudes who are doing crazy stuff off the field.
Oh, you don't think guys are doing crazy stuff off the field right now?
I think it's a lot more contained now because of the
Paging
PR.
Stephon
I was saying,
Diggs.
have you seen Stephon Diggs and Jeffree Star?
Again,
you don't think Max Crosby knows how to party in Vegas?
Compared to Michael Irvin?
Compared to Henry Ruggs?
Well, he doesn't do a lot of partying.
But he was.
Yeah.
Again, it's just different now.
You also live in a world now where you can smoke weed as a pain mechanism. You know.
Also, there's probably a few more eyes wide shut parties going on now.
Islands that you're getting into.
Just saying. I mean,
is this me in the corner with Derek Jeter?
Yeah, I'm saying there's some boats going on around some things. I just say that. Stop pulling on it.
I can't help it. Everybody does. I can't help it.
See? It's you and Derek Jeter.
Oh, boy. When we come back, Web Gems. This American hero wants his stuff back, and maybe he should get it. We'll go there next to finish up Hour 2 right here on Portland Sports Leader, 105.1 The Fan.
It's time for the madness.
Fan
All right, this is Web Gems, everybody's favorite. We do it every single day at 11:45. Danny invading my personal space again.
Oh, man, that felt so much better. Oh.
Coming up in the Big Nooner, y'all are going to help me play some bets. I withdrew some cash this morning. Fortunately, my wife works today, so she is not listening.
There you go.
I withdrew some cash yesterday because, well, I'm not a gambler, but these
gonna
days
gamble.
I'm going to gamble. This is my only time. I do know I'm going to throw 20 large on my Guardians to win the Central, like I did last year. Paid out 80. So we're going to give that.
When that one circled all the way back, I remember you were like, I don't know. And then when it started, they're like, they're making a charge, making a bit of a push.
And the Tigers were
You're like,
in their panties.
What's going on here?
We do this. So I'm going to need some help. Y'all are going to help me out with that. Blazers back in action. Plus, I can't believe we've gone an hour and 53 minutes, Danny, without talking about food. But don't worry, guys. We'll get to food in the Big Nooner.
I'm very hungry.
I think it is low key one of the greatest bar conversations, couple conversations, friend conversations you can have about what your master's dinner would be. Mm-hmm. It's a little last meal.
By that he means golf, not as a massa.
Now. And it's golf, so it's not
Just
quite.
broke Casey.
I do. You're about to break me. I'm holding it together here. And the master's dinner is a little different than your last meal because you still got to please everybody. Your last meal is just you. That's just whatever you want. But you got to kind of please the masses, the Freddie Couples of the world who wants a mid-rare steak, 8 days a week. So we'll get to that in the Big Nooner closing arguments.
Also, I do like how it can be just a big FU. This is what I want.
Totally. Like when what's-his-name said Tiger was going to do chicken and waffles, I would have done chicken and waffles. I would have.
Yeah.
Just to troll you.
Why not?
Absolutely. Oh, you want to be racist? Fine. Let's roll.
And guess what? It'll be the best chicken and waffles you've ever had.
They probably would be. But Web Gems today brought to you by an American hero. Is it fair to say that Jack Hughes is an American hero?
Yes.
I think so.
Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah.
And he basically dunked on the Canadians.
How many American heroes do we have? That aren't politicians, war people. Jesse Owens.
Yeah.
Jack Hughes.
Mike Eruzione for the Miracle.
There you go. Eruzione. Because I wouldn't really say Phelps and Biles are heroes.
I don't know.
They've just won a lot.
No, I think Phelps is.
Phelps is a hero.
Phelps goes to China.
Well, if you're going to say Jesse Owens, Jackie.
Yeah.
Oh, Jackie Robinson.
Yeah.
That's an American hero.
But Phelps going over there and whooping that ass.
Yeah.
In that manner. That's in a sport that country does pretty well. That's pretty good.
I'm being told Jim Thorpe. Yes, Jim Thorpe,
Ooh,
an
that's a good
American
one.
hero.
Who's the boxer?
Muhammad Ali?
Cassius Clay?
Yeah.
Not Muhammad Ali.
Got me.
Way older.
Way older.
I got nothing.
Like Rocky Marciano?
I got nothing on that.
I got you that. See, the ones I always think of are war adjacent.
Sure.
Hi, I went over and was a POW. Also, I was a cross-country runner at USC and also an Olympic medalist.
Yeah,
Shout out Louis.
Winston Churchill did not fight on the lines, but he is a British hero.
Yes.
Ed Sanders is his name. He was the 1952 gold medalist, the first African-American to win Olympic boxing gold.
I would call you an American hero.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with that story, but I'd call you an
me
American hero. Jack Hughes.
Oh, perfect one.
Shoot.
Wrestler, Greco-Roman wrestler.
Kurt Angle.
No, not him.
Did win American gold with a broken neck.
Roland Gardner? Gosh, dang it, I can't remember.
Roland Garros?
No, not
That's
quite.
French tennis.
Yeah,
I almost got you. I almost got you.
No. Which they changed the name of that. Isn't that just the tournament now?
No, it's called I believe it's the Roland Garros.
Yeah,
it's not the French Open
is
anymore.
dumb.
So dumb.
So dumb.
You're the French Open.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the Moda. That's the Rose Garden.
But there you go.
Jack Hughes wants his puck back from the Hockey Hall of Fame. The game-winning goal that he scored to beat Canada to win gold was donated to the Hall of Fame. And Philip Pritchard, who's the vice president of the Resource Center and curator for the Hockey Hall of Fame, said, quote, unfortunately, in the easiest words, it was never Jack's puck to own.
I kind of hope
Who-
somebody hits this guy with a high stick.
Whose puck is it?
Did I score it? It's mine.
If the goalie can keep the stick that has the mark on it the puck mark that he used to save
Yeah.
it, Hughes gets to keep the puck.
Well, but see, the stick is part of his uniform. The puck is not a part of your uniform.
I don't care. This
The
is the
puck is the
Hockey
ball.
Hall of Fame. This is the Olympics. You don't touch the Olympics. That doesn't count.
Yeah, I
no
agree.
countsies.
I agree. But I think Jack should get his puck back. Well, the problem is
100%.
Jack should have picked up that puck
Immediately.
and never let it go.
Yeah.
That's what you do. That's what you do. It's like I remember when the Cubs won the World Series, Anthony Rizzo gets the last out, and then he goes to dogpile with everybody. He takes the ball out, and you can see it clear as day, and tucks
Pockets
it
it,
in his
yeah.
back pocket. And he's like, I'll figure out what we're going to do with this ball later.
But we'll make sure we got this.
It's like the Barry Bonds ball goes into right field, and a swarm of people
The security,
dive
yeah.
onto it to try to get that ball. That puck, if I'm Jack, I'm picking it up. I don't know. Jack seems like a good kid. Let him have the puck.
I get to decide what I do with said
Let him
puck.
have the puck. Or do what you do with the cup. Let him have a couple weeks of the year where he gets to keep it.
Hey, remember the goalie that got Ovi's puck? Remember he pocketed it?
Uh-huh.
He's like, I was just holding on to it for Ovi.
For safekeeping.
Yeah.
Let's get into the big nooner. I need some help, guys, figuring out how to gamble on the NCAA tournament this weekend. So help me out. Get your picks in, things you like. Should I parlay? Should I first half unders? Like, let's get into some gambling talk right here. Next on 105.1 The Fan, 1080 AM too.
from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
First on the Fan, we are just days away from the first games of the 2026 March Madness bracket. Yesterday, we got the first games of the first four as Howard and Texas both advanced to the tourney. Today, Miami of Ohio will take on SMU to see who will become the 11th seed out of the Midwest bracket. And over in the South, Lehigh will take on the Panthers of Prairie View A&M today at 3:40 to decide who will take on Florida in the first round of the men's tournament. Venezuela defeated Team USA 3-2 in the World Baseball Classic Championships. Eugenio Suarez with the go-ahead RBI double, which sealed the deal for Venezuela and marked their first World Baseball Classic Championship in team history. Some more baseball news for you as Shohei Ohtani is set to make his spring training pitching debut as Los Angeles will face off against the San Francisco Giants today at 1 o'clock. Ohtani has not pitched in a game since he underwent surgery to repair a labrum tear in his left shoulder that he hurt during Game 2 of the 2024 World Series. Finally, some NFL news for you as the Indianapolis Colts have signed veteran free agent cornerback Cameron Taylor-Britt. Taylor-Britt spent his last 4 years in Cincinnati, starting 40 games, tallying 7 interceptions and 38 pass deflections. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Casey Smith from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at warrenallen.com.
Your home for Seahawks football. The Fans.
Two down, one to go here. The firm of Harris and Meringue. We do this bad boy every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. After us, we'll toss it over to Duck Insider from 1 to 2. The Fan Happy Hour with Luke Anderson from 2 to 3. And then it's primetime. Isaac and Suk from 3 to 7. Take you all the way home, finishing up 13 hours of live, local, regional sports talk radio. Very excited. We'll be live at A tomorrow. We will be the first show, Daniel, on the air tomorrow.
Indeed, because the dirtbags in the morning, they don't have anything to do. they can't be at a casino that early.
Look, those two put me in my place so much today that I don't think I'm in a spot to take shots at them.
That's the exact spot where you take shots.
Those two have buried me so hard today.
Just getting shots out of the corner.
In a personal and professional way. Yeah, sorry, I talked all over that. That was a good one. They have buried me this morning in a personal and professional way so much I don't think I got room to talk. You know when you've just lost?
So that's the difference between you and me.
That's a big difference between you and me.
I
have lost.
Yeah, I
lost.
You get put in the corner, you're turtling. I'm punching my way out of the corner. Or I'm getting knocked out. Well, something's going to happen.
Yeah.
One way or the other, something's going to happen.
Yeah, I prefer the black bear over the brown bear. Mm-hmm. I will lay down instead of fight back. Yep.
Yeah. I want to punch out.
I love you guys in the morning, but today you're not my friends. We'll be live from A tomorrow. Show starts normal time at 10 a.m. I'm really excited. Games start at 9:15.
It just doesn't feel like it's Thursday.
Buckle up, sugar.
When you were like, yeah, we're going to be there tomorrow, I'm like, what? No. Oh.
First game on the tourney for tomorrow's 9:15. I'm actually going to try to get up there tomorrow at like 8:30, 8:45.
Oh, what's that like with a 5-minute drive?
Yeah, it's pretty nice. 11. All right, back it up. It up.
Unbelievable.
I might spoil myself and drive all the way into downtown Vancouver to hit my favorite coffee shop and then go all the way back.
It's an hour drive for me, by the way.
That stinks. What time are you leaving?
Early.
Yeah. First game on the docket's 9:15. That's Santa Clara at Kentucky. Now,
that's
Danny,
one thing I need to check. Hold on. They have a gym up there.
I didn't mean to say at Kentucky.
No, they have a gym up there, right?
If you have a room, yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think we can check in till like 4.
Well, I know, but I'm saying like
maybe they'll.
I can get up there. Well,
you could ask
probably, but I can get up there early or get up there on time.
Yeah.
because if I leave at 8, I'll get there at 9.
Which would be earlier than you get here.
Yeah. Wow. Easy.
Well, now you're teaching me to punch my way out of
there
this.
you go.
So I'm going to punch my way out of this.
Sir, I was here at 9:14 today. I want you to know that.
You walked in the door and I was like, nice.
That's what I'm
Good
saying.
job,
Like
good job.
the things are speeding up. But because that way I can not go to the gym tomorrow morning before the show and go work out after the show.
Yeah, there you go.
Because I can do that, and
then you'll still have time to go see DeBonsa.
see, yeah, I can still kind of figure some things out.
Did you decide you're seeing DeBonsa?
I think that's.
I think you should.
I've got a credential for
For you, I think that's the right move.
Yeah.
For me, I don't think it's the right move. For you, I think it's the right move.
It's I've seen him twice.
Yeah.
So seeing him a third time, not a bad thing.
To be a player who might play in the league for 15 years and potentially high ceiling, finish top 20 scoring of all time, yeah.
But it's also one of those things like I'm pretty sure of my evaluation of AJ DeBonsa at the same time. It's like,
I'm not worried about old takes exposed here.
nah, I'm pretty high on him.
Yeah, Jeter's the most prominent player of the last 20 years, just saying. So let me run this by you, Danny. I'm going to give you some games that I'm interested in betting on, okay? I'm curious about Santa Clara over Kentucky. I am curious about, what else do I got for Thursday? UCF over UCLA. I am very curious about Miami over Missouri. So not a lot tomorrow in terms of big ones. Oh, wow, that's Friday. I'm looking at the wrong day. Excuse me. I love TCU over Ohio State. That's a 9-8 matchup. Louisville, South Florida. That is a 4.5-point spread for Louisville, according to ESPN right now. I'm sure that number at A will change. Tomorrow, I like South Florida big in that game. How do I approach this, Danny? Parlays? Individual games?
I do not. We'll
have a parlay conversation tomorrow, too.
I am a strict single game bettor in the NCAA tournament, and I will live bet spreads if I feel something going a certain way, but I typically just pick winners.
Now, okay, so you're not a first half over under guy, because I got a buddy, my big gambling buddy. He loves over under first half.
They're fun. I think they're more fun in the first 2 rounds because you can get some wild stuff happening. I'll have a little bit of fun with that, but beyond that, no. I will pick my games. So what I will go down and through and do early is pick games right out of the gate that I'm like, okay, let's snowball this. Like games that I'm very confident, and then also what's the juice, whether it's the spread or straight pick'ems, and then I'll kind of like I like to snowball that money. Like I've brought
tack it on again.
I brought this one up a couple of times, like last year when it was Arkansas, Kansas, and I was like, Arkansas is going to win this, and I saw the live spread go down for a split second. I was over by one of the digital machines, and I went, "Oh, you're giving me 4 instead of 7? Give it to me now." And they ended up covering it super easy, and I was just like, "Those all do," because at that point in time, I think I had gotten like 18 of my first 21 picks. Like things were going real nice.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, we're having a good weekend. Let's keep this going.
Last year, I think I went up with 100 large and came back with 140. So I made 40 large.
There you go, 40 large.
40 large. I would have made a lot more because I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, but there was a first round matchup of GU and Kansas, and I would have laid my entire life savings on GU winning that game, and they were down by 1.5, and the money came in on Kansas, and I was like, this is over, and GU covered and won outright. I think Kansas was actually favored in that game, but I can't bet on GU up there.
So what do you do? What's the one team that you're willing to bet it all on now?
Now, is it just for this weekend, or is it to go all the way?
No.
Well, and that's what's tough. We were talking about this in the break. Like, look, I like Illinois a lot in this tournament. I know you do too.
Their offense is bonkers.
24.5 against Penn.
That's
a large number.
Over 20, I don't really trust spreads, particularly in the first couple rounds, because you don't know what coaches are going to do.
Exactly.
You're going to sit some guys and protect them, or you're going to let a guy kind of stunt out for some tournament numbers for most outstanding player kind of a deal. It's like, never really know what it's going to do.
Yeah, I really like TCU over Ohio State, but it's a 2.5-point spread. It's the first game. It's an 8-9 matchup. Like, is that really it?
One of the things
I've seen some analytics on Troy. They are really bad in terms of all the teams in this field. Nebraska's favored by 12.5. Does Nebraska not bench their guys because they don't have guys and just roll? That could be a sneaky one right there.
There's
First win in their program history is a blowout. I could see that. Now I'm with you. I'm not touching 1 seeds. I'm not. And I promise you, Danny, our first 1 seed on the board tomorrow is Duke at Siena. That's an 11:50 tip. We will be off the air before this game ends. And I guarantee you, Duke will be up by 26 or 27 with about 30 seconds to go, and you're going to hear 4 or 5 people losing their minds one way or the other.
Yep.
Either got him to cover, got him to not cover, took the money line, whatever it is.
Somebody's going to run the ball down the floor and hit a layup, and you're going to hear some person scream.
And Siena's going to lose by 27 and not 28.
And you're going to hear some guy go, just some profanity.
Yes. Singular, plural.
Yes, all of them. But that's also part of the fun is we get to sit over there and watch it happen because we're sitting right there. So come up and join us.
Being asked, do we see any 1 seeds or 2 seeds being upset? I do not.
Opening weekend? No.
No, not this year. I don't see it this year, although, I mean, I didn't see Lehigh beating Duke, but Lehigh had a kid named CJ. Tomorrow, Idaho, Houston, I'll take Calvin Sampson all day, every day. Michigan ain't losing to Howard, even though they have a game under their belt.
Tennessee State doesn't have the profile of a team that bombs from 3, so that's kind of their
Duke's
their
missing
thing.
some guys, but Siena ain't going to do it to them.
And Queens isn't exactly the profile of a giant killer with Purdue. So
I will tell you what, though. If I had to put my money, talking about gambling, if I had to put my money on a 2 seed go down, dare I say, give me UConn.
Oh.
I just think they're a little volatile.
Furman?
It's not about Furman. It's about UConn.
That's fair, but Furman?
I'm trying to figure out how to gamble here, dude.
Crazy.
I hate that most of the matchups that I really like. Look, I don't love a lot of 5-12s. I don't love a lot of 6-11s.
The upsets?
Yeah, I'll take USF over Illinois, but I don't. My only 5-12 that I was kind of looking at,
Wait,
curious of. What?
USF over Illinois?
No,
But it's over
Louisville. Oh, sorry, I misspoke.
Yeah, I was like,
You know, 5-12s are always sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Akron over Texas Tech. That's probably the only one I like.
it's because you just don't like Toppin being out.
I don't. I really hate Toppin being out.
Wisconsin High Point's another one of those ones that everybody's kind of.
Wisconsin can beat you or they can lose. Shout out Badger Nation.
One thing I noticed going through and doing a lot of
Good luck.
these, the Big Ten does really well in my brackets.
I'm sure they do.
It's
You're
like-
a Big Ten honk.
It's-
Big
it's-
Duck fan over there.
It's just weird because I'm not doing it like, oh, they play in the Big Ten. It's just like,
Dude, I'm guilty of it. I'm going to take Big 12 teams all day.
It's
Look,
just
I love
weird.
TCU over Ohio State. Weird. Big 12
yeah.
over Big
well,
10.
what's funny is that's one of the few that I pick is TCU over Ohio State.
Yeah.
But the volatility there is that TCU is not a great 3-point shooting team.
I like a lot of the 10s over 7s. I think that's where I am. I know they're not really big upset. No, I take that back, actually. I hate Missouri. You want to see Mick Cronin go down?
I don't want to because I like Mick Cronin, but I love watching UCLA lose.
Yeah.
But I haven't clicked yes on my bracket yet. But I've got I've got like 4 different brackets that I'm kind of toying with of which one's going to be my bracket of solidarity.
I'm going to hit it all
But
tonight.
I think UCF wins in all 4 of them.
Well, it'll be interesting. We'll see you all tomorrow live at A&A at Tom's Watch Bar, brought to you by our good friends at A&A, George McCoy at Warren Allen, attorneys at law, Cricket Wireless, video only. Did I miss anybody? And Window Nation, of course. So we'll catch you all out there tomorrow. Our show live as always, 10 o'clock from there. When we come back, what do we got? Oh, Blazers back in action tonight, huh? Catch the fever, the Pacers in Indiana. Let's go. 105.1 The Fan.
USA.
Blazers taking on the Pacers tonight, live from Indiana. Always feels good to get the Pacers on the schedule. Look, let me break down the Pacers defense right now and how they will attack them.
No.
Injury report. How do we feel about the injuries? Everybody up to date? Anything like that?
Yeah, nothing scary.
Nothing to report. I'm sure Rob Will play. It's not a back-to-back.
To be honest, we should probably just pivot instead and go to the breaking news around Giannis, just because it's out there.
Look, we know something about this. We know how this works.
Don't give the breaking news to Shams. Shams is talking about it on ESPN right now, but Eric Nam, who's the lead beat reporter for
Hell yeah.
The Milwaukee Bucks.
Give credit where credit is due. Stop slurping it up. I'm not a Shams guy. I'm out. I'm out.
Not only that, Eric had it earlier. Eric had it 25 minutes ago. So
I don't know this Eric, but I hope he's a good dude.
Eric Nem has covered the Bucks for a long time, and Eric is a very, 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 very good beat reporter.
Dope.
He's also has a very, 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 very good relationship with Giannis Antetokounmpo.
I would hope so.
Yeah. But Nem,
like me with Dame Lillard.
There you go. Nem has got this in that the Bucks have approached Giannis to shut him down, and Giannis has told him basically to get bent. Should have traded me. Stuff.
Barcelona just put another goal up.
It's getting really messy. But no, this is, Giannis is currently out. He's at the left knee hyperextension. There's only a few games left, but Giannis can make this messy in the sense of like he can be like, I'm gonna play.
I know. I think that's the weird thing. I'm curious the motivation from Giannis because look, they are
6.5 games out.
6.5 games out of the 10 seed. They ain't going anywhere.
No, the math is not mathing.
So,
but there's a petulant pettiness.
That's what it wonders, and that's the deep thing inside. Because remember when the Blazers shut down Damian Lillard? Like we saw this year, Dame wants to play, but they shut him down.
And I'll tell you bluntly, he was not happy.
I'm sure he wasn't. And then what happened? It was maybe the straw that broke. And it's like, you know what? Probably it's time for me to get out of here.
He knew at that time. And so, look, I've talked to a bunch of people around the league who have all told me the same thing around Giannis. Giannis will basically do the same thing that Dame did, and this is not a shot at Dame. This is how you run the situation,
dude. This I would argue this is the NBA.
Well, yes, but you don't ask for the trade. You put it out through other people. Giannis can get up there and has said it. You have not heard me say it.
I want to be here.
I want to be here.
Build a team around me.
Meanwhile,
let's do it.
I have everyone behind me working to get me out of here.
Yeah.
Like that's how you do it. Because here's the thing. You will have fans who are like, but he never said it. He never said it. Like, you can't do it, bro.
What's the update on Scoot?
Yeah, it's like, for the love of God. Like, not even read between the lines. Read between the lines.
Yeah.
Like, the lines are
covering your eyes, but with peeking out.
Oh my God! It's so hard to see what's going on here. Who could have imagined that Giannis Antetokounmpo wanted a trade? Like,
got some shutter shades on.
Yeah, dog. It's not even close. It's just I've seen Bucks fans like, see, he never actually wanted out. I'm like, bro, I have talked to probably 25 players who have told me flat out that Giannis has told them that I want to get the hell out of here. Like, yeah, dog. Shocking. And look, I'm not saying that because I want to see it happen for the Bucks. Or I want to see it happen for Bucks fans. But
I don't think you are. I think it's just the reality of this. Dude, this is where the NBA is now, man. When people want out, they get out. Very rarely do people want out and they stay there.
No.
That's how that league operates.
Especially when it gets to a certain level.
Yeah, you can hold people captive a little bit in some other sports. Basketball, man, that is a players-driven league.
Well,
and if somebody wants out, they're going to get out. Dude, people that don't want out get sent.
Not only that, but the whole idea, so you can still get out to an extent. But the whole I want out and I'm going here, that's not happening anymore.
Yeah, you think so?
That's not happening anymore. I mean, we saw it with Dame. I want to go to Miami.
But to be fair, they did honor his wishes and sent him to a competitive team.
Sure.
They did not send him to Washington.
No, but they also got the best offer they could get for him.
Exactly. And I think
Giannis is not going to get sent somewhere like
Bucky on my bingo card when
Nobody
Dame went
did.
there. But then Dame lands there and you're like, oh, Dame Giannis? I didn't think about that. Oh, that could work.
Yeah.
Now, it didn't for a myriad of reasons.
On paper, it should have been one of the best pick and rolls we ever saw.
Yeah, but on paper, you're kind of like Chris Middleton, Dame, Bobby Portis, Giannis, Brook Lopez.
Yeah, good team.
They could run that back.
And yet
they're going to miss Drew, but they've got Dame. And you thought that, and now it didn't work out again for a myriad of reasons. I don't know if Dame ever had Milwaukee on his list. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't.
He didn't.
But they still did good by Dame and sent him to a competitor.
On paper, they gave him a chance to win a title.
And I think
And between Giannis injuries, Dame injuries,
I think Milwaukee was a better place for him than Miami would have been.
oh yeah. Now, culturally, financially, no. Chance to win, yes.
Yes. Oh, and that's all I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Chance to win.
Look, Dame Jimmy Bam is good. It's not Dame, Brooke, Giannis, Chris.
Yeah, if I get traded from Portland to another radio station, where would I want to go? I want to go to Vancouver, BC, Seattle, or San Francisco. But maybe going to Dallas, a place I don't want to, is a better fit to become a larger brand.
Mm-hmm.
That's just kind of how sports works sometimes.
And of all the cities you mentioned, probably a really cool place to talk sports year round.
Yeah. Oh, dare I say maybe the easiest.
Mm-hmm.
A Chicago and maybe not even Chicago's good enough. Dallas might be, shout out Will Ortner, might be the best place in America to talk sports. Maybe LA, New York.
Mm-hmm.
But LA, New York is weird.
But Dallas,
those guys hate those people.
You know what you get outside of football?
Dope weather and no income tax. No income tax.
And college football.
Oh yeah. College football.
You got UT and A&M right there.
Yeah.
It's a good place to be.
You do.
So, but yeah, no, I look.
And Wemby down the road.
Yeah. You get to meet the San
Texas
Antonio.
Tech as well.
Yeah, you get to meet the San Antonio guys when we were at Army Navy.
Oh, dude, I was like, how's your job? They were like, are you kidding me? Are you stupid?
Yeah.
Is this your first time here?
Are
I was
you
like, it is my
stupid?
first time here.
Yeah.
They were like, dude, shut up.
It's like we talk
Can
Cowboy.
somebody get this rookie
Yeah.
away from me?
We talk Cowboys, Spurs, and UT. Do you know how easy our job is? It's great because you're in San Antonio. You're between UT and Dallas, so you're just like, it's good spot to be.
And that's why the Blazers will beat the Pacers tonight.
But yeah, again, I'm not talking about that game. Are you kidding me?
It's not the Nets, though.
Oh God,
It's not the
That's
Nets.
the thing is, like, Rick Carlisle will not do that. This team will
course
not
not.
be good, but they will try, and there will be functional basketball on display. They'll just not be good.
Yeah, they just won't be good.
But this whole Giannis thing, congratulations. We did not make it to the end of the season before the Giannis is getting traded hit.
In a shocking turn of event. That's the number one story. That's all the NBA likes, man.
And
It's trades.
As soon as the league year ends, and, I shouldn't say the league year, as soon as the finals conclude and the lottery happens, guess what?
Giannis is on the
Giannis
block.
is on the move.
When we come back, the dinner. Oh, your choice for a giant dinner party of everyone that's the same level as you. What do you choose? That's next. There's Casey with sports.
Now, from the George McCoy and Warren Allen Sports Desk, a Sports Center update on the Fan Sports Network, 105.1 FM and 1080 AM.
This Sports Center update is brought to you by 808 Hawaiian Restaurant. Mixed plates like Grandma used to make, if your grandma were from the Big Island. Woodstock, Burnside, Beaverton, or online at ate-oh-ate.com. First on the Fan, we're just days out from the first games of the 2026 March Madness bracket. Yesterday, we got the first games of the first four as Howard and Texas both advanced their spots in the tourney. Today, Miami of Ohio will take on SMU to see who will become the 11th seed out of the Midwest bracket. And over to the south as Lehigh will take on the Panthers of Prairie View A&M today at 3:40 to decide who will take on Florida in the first round of the men's tournament. Venezuela defeated Team USA 3-2 in the World Baseball Classic Championships last night. Eugenio Suarez, with the go-ahead RBI double, sealed the deal for Venezuela, marking their first World Baseball Classic Championship in team history. Some more baseball news for you as Shohei Ohtani is set to make his spring training pitching debut as Los Angeles will face off against the San Francisco Giants today at 1 o'clock. Ohtani has not pitched in a game since he underwent surgery to repair a labrum tear in his left shoulder that he injured during Game 2 of the 2024 World Series. Lastly, your Portland Trail Blazers are on the road facing off against the Indiana Pacers tonight at 4:30. Blazers coming into the contest, 12.5-point favorites as V. Krejci is listed as out with a calf injury. And for more sports scores and stories in 30 minutes, I'm Casey Smith from the George McCoy at Warren Allen Sports Desk. Hurt and missing work? Insurance companies acting like jerks? Don't call your mom. Call George McCoy at WarrenAllen.com.
The home of prime time with Isaac and
Closing arguments coming up next to send you on your way for the day. I hope you're having a nice one. It's going to be gorgeous outside today. I think I'm going to go home and take the dog out.
Meanwhile, I'm stuck in the studio watching a basketball game that's going to suck.
You got some time before. When's tip? 5?
4:30. I'm out of here at 1. Half-hour drive home. I will walk the dogs.
Did you tea time yesterday?
No.
Yeah, good boy.
Good
boy.
Wasn't feeling great.
Good boy.
Yeah.
Okay. All got our choices, man.
Squeeze it in.
I'm not going to day drink
Yeah.
today. We all got our sacrifices.
I would go today, but I have to work.
Yeah.
Today would be the day.
Today is a nice day. Yeah. We're getting there. I'm going to have to mow my lawn pretty soon.
I wish there was a course right next to K2, like, Portland course, because then I could just
a true urban city course.
Like then I can make that happen.
That'd be crazy.
Because then I could definitely go, hey Joe, play 9 before we go do TV.
Come on.
Let's go have some fun before we get paid to go watch TV.
And maybe not a full 18, but a nice par 3 would be nice.
Just give me a 9.
No, I mean a course.
Yeah. Oh, sure, yeah.
A nice par 3 course in inner city would be dope.
Or at least a driving range that wasn't complete cheeks.
Yeah.
The ranges around here suck.
I don't know anything about it, so I'll have to trust you. Well, the Masters Club dinner is out. Dare I say, one of the greatest conversations you can ever have with anybody.
So I want to preface this real quick. I purposely put it on the dock without looking at it.
Oh, so you don't know?
I wanted to have a live reaction to this.
I tried to do the same thing, and then I was listening to the Sunrise guys.
I heard them start talking about it, and I walked out.
I couldn't help it. I kept hearing it. So you want me to run through this?
No, I'm pulling up right now.
This is Rory. Rory McIlroy is served in honor of Mr. Rory McIlroy, the reigning Masters champion. Appetizers, a peach and ricotta flatbread with a balsamic hot honey and basil drizzle. Rock shrimp tempura with a creamy spicy sauce. Bacon wrapped dates, goat cheese almonds. Grilled elk sliders. Caramelized onion jam and a roasted garlic aioli. I'm in for all of them. I'm not the biggest date guy, but you could wrap like garbage in bacon and I would probably eat it.
That's fair.
Right? I heard Sprague saying he's over balsamic. I was like, bro, balsamic vinegar has been around for like 2,000 years.
Yeah, no,
how are you over it?
Yeah, no, it's
reduced balsamic is one of the coolest things you could ever have in your life.
Quite good.
And Derek Jeter's really famous. In the first course, you're going to get a yellowfin tuna carpaccio, foie gras, toasted baguette, chives. I am not a foie gras guy, but if you're doing it yellowfin tuna, I'm probably okay with that.
In.
You're borderlining sushi there, essentially sashimi of some sort on a toasted baguette. Because there's a restaurant I love in North Vancouver that my wife and I go to a lot that does a seared ahi tuna kind of carpaccio type thing, the toasted baguette, etc. That I really dig. And then your main course is a choice of Wagyu filet mignon,
a little Wagyu,
or seared salmon. Traditional Irish champ, sautéed Brussels sprouts, glazed carrots with brown butter, crispy Vidalia onion rings. Now, this is where it's funny because...
And this is where it all falls apart.
I wasn't even going to go there yet.
Just 9/11's this thing just crashes it right into a building.
Whoa, too soon. I was talking to a buddy who we laugh all the time because, like, the Freddie Couples of the world, like, they want their steak.
Steak, and steak.
Don't come at me with any of this garbage, like... who's is it Morikawa that's a Masters champ? No, it's Matsuyama who's a Masters champ. Comes in with all this Asian variety, and those old white guys from the South are pissed. They don't want this garbage food. So Rory appeased them.
A steak has to be on the menu.
I am not the biggest salmon guy, so I'm probably going the filet mignon there.
I mean, it's Wagyu.
But I'm also with you. The dessert is where it falls apart. Sticky toffee pudding, vanilla ice cream, and warm toffee sauce. Look.
Boo! Get off your stupid freaking island food.
The island's got to come at some point. It really does. It really does.
Yeah, you know how to tell if somebody's from Hawaii or from England? They'll tell you.
They won't stop talking about it.
What is this, CrossFit at a bar?
Yes. Like, if you ever want to know if somebody's from Hawaii, just go out to their car. There'll be a sticker. There'll be an 808 or an island. Same thing for the UK. Like it's the person that's not in the military. The non-military member that lives overseas in Europe and still keeps their European plates behind their license plate. I don't care.
I think I've seen some cars that have the European license plate still on it, but they're European cars. that you can't really get in America. Like they're driving on the left side, so they were like imported. Don't look at me
They
like
don't
that.
need to be there anymore.
Some of them look cool, man. Some of those like box Jeep stuff
I've
from
got
like the 70s. Those are
the
cool
list
cars.
of Scotty Scheffler's Masters Club dinner from last year.
Hit
it.
We want to do a little compare and
Hit me.
contrast. Get appetizers are cheeseburger sliders and firecracker shrimp, with also meatball and ravioli bites. The first course is Texas style chili.
First off, I think I'll take Scotty's apps over Rory's apps.
I think so too.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, don't get me wrong, the grilled L sliders
Sound
that's
bomb.
a banger.
The peach and ricotta sounds really bomb to
Yeah.
me too. Okay, sorry. Continue. First course
So the first course is Texas style chili.
over the yellowfin tuna carpaccio. I'm going to take the carpaccio.
Okay. What are our main course options?
Main course is a wood-fired cowboy ribeye and a blackened redfish.
Okay.
There must be pescatarians.
Probably.
The red meat fish option.
Yeah. But I mean, also, I'm a ribeye guy. Like that's my cut. I like fat on a steak.
And I don't like fat, but you said a blackened redfish?
Redfish.
I'm probably doing redfish.
Really?
Yeah, I'll do the filet mignon.
I mean, it's a fatty steak.
Not as fatty as ribeye.
No, I mean ribeyes.
Again,
The
this
fatty.
is a cowboy ribeye.
That is like, yeah,
That's-
cowboy
that's-
ribeye.
That's a tomahawk.
Yeah, that's a tomahawk. There's probably like 2 inches of marble fat on that. Yeah, and Danny's nom, 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 nom.
My mouth legitimately just watered.
And then for dessert, a warm chocolate chip cookie skillet.
I don't even know what that is, but done.
Oh yeah, no,
It's a chocolate chip
it's
cookie in a
It's
skillet.
a dumb thick chocolate chip cookie with like a scoop of ice cream.
Now, is
on
it
top
like
of it.
doughy in the side,
No,
like
no, no,
crumble
no, no,
cookie
no,
can
no,
be?
no.
Because I
No,
don't
no.
like that.
No, this is a cooked. It has ice cream on top, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, served with vanilla bean ice cream.
Can you go find Morikawa or I think it's Matsuyama who won it. I got to get my brain around this. Somebody find what his dinner was.
The appetizers were assorted sushi, sashimi,
And is it Matsuyama?
Yeah, it was.
Yes,
was
it was.
2022 Masters dinner was
It's
Matsuyama.
Matsuyama. Okay.
It's he had sushi, sashimi, nigiri, and chicken yakitori skewers. for the
Already number one
appetizers.
for me.
The first course was a miso glazed black cod with dashi broth. Which, that sounds good. And then the main course was the Miyazaki A5 Wagyu beef ribeye.
There you
Sign me
go.
up.
There you go.
Sign me up.
That's a dinner, boys.
And then
He also wins with dessert too.
yes, and that's where he with the ribeye came with mixed mushrooms, vegetables, and Sancho daikon ponzu. The dessert was a Japanese strawberry shortcake with a mayu strawberries. Oof.
I'll probably take the cookie, but I'm taking Matsuyama's dinner. Boy, that sounds bomb.
Yeah, and he went the
Jordan Spieth, ribs,
Yeah.
potatoes.
I mean, got no problem with that.
Oh, sure.
But so there is a difference for those that are not the steak heads out there. There's a difference between Japanese Wagyu and American Wagyu. Like
yes, you
Japanese
cannot have American Wagyu.
No, you can. There are like
Well, but it's not the same.
there are actually certain. I think there's like 4 or 5 now.
Okay.
American that are certified.
Bro, I saw some at Costco the other day. I saw Wagyu corned beef.
Oh yeah, no, there is
like,
but I mean, there's
probably really good, though.
But there's different grading. So this is a Miyazaki
That's the grade.
like the A5 bang bang bang. Like them steaks were pricey.
Japanese Wagyu is purebred, renowned for intense fine marbling, and American Wagyu is crossbred with Angus.
Oh, okay.
Often stronger and beefier.
Ooh, beef here. Beef.
I'm pulling up the Miyazaki price per pound on that right now.
Can prevent wildfires.
That's true. Never said better.
So authentic Miyazaki A5 is going to cost you around $200 a pound.
A pound.
A pound.
How much does an average steak weigh?
Well, I mean, if you're talking a 16-ounce steak, a pound.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, I understand that. I do drugs. I know fractions
There
and
you go.
ounces.
So, but yeah, it's
Around 8 to 16 ounces.
Yeah.
So around a
But,
pound apiece.
but like, what about a tomahawk? Does a tomahawk weigh like a pound and a half?
No, like 2.5.
2.5. Ooh,
Yeah.
baby.
Tomahawk, number one, it's a massive cut. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's usually about 23 ounces of steak plus another pound and a half for like bone and marrow.
a T-bone is between 16 and 24.
There you go.
Well, we did it, guys. We got food in just under the wire.
And I'm starving.
Yeah, dude, that sounds all so good right now.
There's nothing on that menu that I wouldn't eat.
Oh, no.
Any of the menus.
I don't even love salmon, and I'll take. That's my least favorite of the entree of the
Smash.
3 we looked at. Smash it.
Yeah.
Not a big date guy either. I'm
Smashing it.
Bacon wrapped dates.
still messing those
I know
up.
up against it. I got to tell a story real quick.
Dude, bacon wrapped rocks. I'm eating.
I had somebody who was a pretentious, I might have told you this story before off air, pretentious vegetarian back 20 plus years ago that just, like CrossFit, had to tell you all about it and how, eating meat would destroy you and it doesn't even taste good, blah, blah, blah. We were overseas and she was going on and on and on about this dessert she was eating that was sitting right next to us. And I knew exactly what it was. And I let her eat it because I'm a terrible, terrible human. They were bacon wrapped dates.
Yes.
And she had no idea. That she's
See,
just,
this is delicious.
See, you can get all the things you want out of this, and da 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 da.
Yikes.
And I let her eat like 8 of these things.
Well-
and when I told her, because she was like, "Oh, this is one of the best things I've ever had," and it's a vegetarian option, da da da. And I was just like, "Oh, it's bacon wrapped date." Soul left the body. It was just like, "Mwah!"
As we always say, the difference between you and me is I would have told the person before they ate it.
See, I like to watch people's pretentiousness just leave their body. It's fun.
Closing arguments to send you on your way. A shoe? Honestly, who fights with a shoe? 105.1 The Fan.
It's time for Easy Play, brought to you by Home Z, making home improvement easy.
Well, the pressure from Bobby Witt at first, the possible stolen base. If I'm Venezuela, I don't care about Bobby Witt.
Machado set. Witt gets the lead. The pitch. Harper swings and hits one high in the air. Deep to center field. Way back. This game is tied.
That's Mike Farron, Sirius XM MLB Radio on the call for that. Excellent call. Love Mike Farron. He's a great dude. He also sounds like me. USA ties it 2-2 with a bomb from Bryce Harper. Unfortunately, not enough as Eugenio gets a hit in the next inning. Venezuela 3-2. Your World Baseball Classic champions. This Easy Play brought to you by Home Z. Use Home Z's online calculator. Estimate your project instantly. Make it easy. Call Home Z. That's HOMZE. HomeZ.com.
We just finished our roof inside.
All right, that's going to do it for us. Closing Arguments brought to you by Leskin Law. Visit leskinlaw.com for more information. Coming up on the program tomorrow, we're at the casino. I'm so stoked about this.
Yeah, you get to step behind the fence this time.
I know. I've been up there the last few years, and I'll tell you what, as like a part-timer at the station, but kind of when I'm up there, I'm more of like one of our listeners. I'm a P1 at that point, even though like I know you guys and have phone numbers. I had a blast. I'm so excited for this year.
Where it sucks is on Friday.
Why?
Because you're going to want to watch games and you're just going to sit there. Oh, that's right. I have to do my job.
Why won't that suck tomorrow?
It's like it's the juice of doing it. It's fun.
Okay.
Like, but then you have Thursday night and you're like, that was a lot of fun. All right, let's go do this again. And you get up in the morning, you're like, we gotta work while our game's going on. it's not as much fun now. Don't get me wrong, it's still a blast. But
Yeah.
you're kind of like you're the kid on the last day of school waiting for the bell to ring, so you can go back over there and watch some more games.
I think, dare I say, it will be the second most excited event I have for a calendar year.
Sure.
I don't want to say like I was poo-pooing it, but I was cautiously optimistic. Army-Navy's amazing. Army-Navy's amazing.
You were actively pooing it before we got there. And
I just didn't know how I fit in a world of people that are not my walk of life.
Sure.
Does that make sense? And
you mean when you're one of like the 2% of people in an entire crowd of people that did not serve?
yeah. Yes. But I was very wrong. I'm excited for that, and also Fan Golf Classic.
Oh yeah,
I'm
a good time.
I'm actively trying to work on some ideas for the Fan Golf Classic because I don't know if I'm going to golf.
Well, none of us get to golf.
What do you mean?
We get to sit on the 6th hole.
Oh, either way, I don't know if I'm going to do that either.
I would love to. I would love to golf.
All the pictures I saw of you guys were like golfing last year.
Yeah, on the 6th hole.
Oh, you just do the 6th over and over?
No, we don't. I mean, yeah, we just hit shots there.
Oh, okay.
I
definitely don't want to do that.
I mean, you sit up there and you have a good time. But
let's just say we need a sponsor like Tullamore Dew.
Well, Angel's Envy is sitting on the 6th hole.
Well, let's go, guys.
So there you go.
You and I are about to become best friends.
I get like 25,000 steps that day.
That's crazy.
Because I just walk back. So I hit my shot, then I go up there and go grab my ball.
Alex Caruso used a shoe last night on defense. Like, bro, what's going through your brain?
No, I mean, not the first time this happened in NBA history. Like,
it's funny.
30th.
It's funny, but I can't imagine using the shoe to reach out.
I mean,
is that just the game's moving so fast?
Yeah,
you're
just trying to do. No, you're just trying to do something.
I like how Alex Caruso does that. Like you're thinking, like no camera sees you do it.
No, you're like, you know what? I'm busted anyways. So what?
I already got a text message from the boss. Oh, you'll be on the 6th hole.
See? Yeah.
Well, maybe I got ideas for the 6th hole.
I mean, I just want to play around in the morning. Let me play around.
So go play around.
Boss says no.
But if you do it before, maybe you get away with it.
No, we can't
do it afterwards.
No, there's things going on. I can't play around before because the golf course opens at 7, and that's when the round starts.
If you guys are hitting shots on the 6th, like from the tee box, just driving the whole time, can I just putt my way on the green?
I mean, maybe it's a clown hole. So
can
it's
I
possible.
like tin cup this BZ?
Probably.
If it's a nice
Get
day,
a hockey
can I
stick
hang out
out
in the
there?
sand trap.
Yeah, 100%.
Get a beach chair.
Look, Alex Caruso with the shoe is not. We all know there's one shoe related instance in the world.
When that guy throws it at George Dubb?
And he smiles. Like, almost got me.
He ducks one and then
Gotta be
gets up
quicker.
and smiles.
Like, you can see him look at it like, do it again.
Dude, someone threw a shoe at the sitting president of the United States of America
And he
in
laughed.
the middle of a war,
And he
laughed
laughed.
at you.
Baller move.
Closing Arguments brought to you by Leskin Law. Visit leskinlaw.com for more information. Leskin Law's one-day divorce mediation, peace treaties, not war plans. We'll catch you tomorrow for Danny Morang. That's Casey Smith. I'm Patrick Harris. Go do something I would do.
Bye.